Hi everyone, my name is Rahul, and in this video, I am going to discuss the questions which I have received in the task 5.2p. So here, as you can see, my first question is explain how classes can define different roles for objects to play and how this is related to abstraction. So here in my code, so we like assign different roles to different classes instead of implementing all the method and all the things in one class. As you can see, first I have created the class account in which I have stored my data like the name and the balance, and there I have created some small methods for like the conditions for checking the deposit amount and the condition for the withdraw amount. Then there is the second class, which is the class withdraw transaction, which have the only role to withdraw the money from the account. So as you can see in this execute window, uh, the role only given to withdraw the money from the account. Now similarly, we have the deposit transaction class in which its role is assigned to deposit the money into the account, as you can see here in the execute window. So next we have this transfer transaction class, which uh, uh, is responsible for transferring money from one account to another. So as we have seen in all these classes, I have divided the work into the different uh, classes, and basically each class has its own role. Account handles the data, withdraw transaction handles the withdraw, and the deposit transaction handles deposit, and transfer uh, transaction handles the transfer. So all this thing is basically we can call this as also abstraction because we are separating the responsibilities and hiding the unnecessary details. Like when we call a transaction in our main, we don't need to know how it is working internally. We just use it. We like if we want to withdraw money from the account, we does not worry about how it is going to withdraw money. We just call it, and the money will withdrawn from our account. Now we will discuss our second question, which is how does encapsulation relate to transfer transaction class? And from an external perspective, do we know here that it uses other objects internally to perform tasks on its behalf? So here is my transfer transaction class. So basically the logic behind this class is like we are using the withdraw transaction and the deposit transaction. Internally, transfer is actually doing two main things. Firstly, it is withdrawing money from the from first account and then depositing that money into the second account. As you can see here, uh, firstly, we are withdrawing money from the first account, and then we are depositing money into the second account. And if we sometimes we need to roll back if our transaction is failed, so we can undo our deposit or withdraw. So uh, first, like so, basically it withdraws money, then deposit it, and if it sometimes fails, it will roll back. So, but from outside, we didn't see all these things. So I will show like here in our main. Uh, Here I have called this transfer transaction. So we just call this transfer transaction, and that's it. So encapsulation means all this internal logic is hidden inside the class, and we don't know and need to know what it is using other objects internally. So from our external perspective, we do not care how the transfer transaction class works internally. We care only about the transfer money correctly. So overall, for both this question, I want to say that classes define different roles, which helps in abstraction, and encapsulation hides internal working. Especially we have seen in the transfer transaction class, where the multiple operations are handled internally but shown as one simple action.